Hello students, good morning all of you. I hope you all are fine. I Neeraj Kare as a biology teacher of class 10th. So dear students, today we start new chapter 9 heredity and evolution. Concept in modules. First one is the introduction, reproduction and the variation, heredity, sex determination, evolution and variation, acquired and the inheritance traits, evolution and classification, evolutionary relationship, fossils records, evolutionary stage and recap. So first of all start the heredity and evolution. So first we start heredity. Dear students, heredity is the phenomena of inheritance of traits, feature from the parents to their offsprings and progeny. Heredity is the phenomena of inheritance of traits. Traits is any characteristic that is transferred from parents to offspring. Transferred from parents to offspring, example height and color. Second one is evolution. Evolution it means is the process of development of new type of living organism from an old one. Why? Gradual change. Variation during reproduction. Variation during reproduction. Variation is the minor difference which exists between individual belonging to the same species. Belonging to the same species. So we have already learned that there are two types of reproduction: asexual and sexual reproduction. We have already learned that there are two types of reproduction: asexual and sexual reproduction. Variation arise during the process of reproduction. It is very important कि variation arise during the process of reproduction of spring produced by asexual or sexual methods of reproduction. Resembles each other but they also differ to some extent which may be easily. Some extent which may be easily indefinable or at times difficult to observe or identify. But during a sexual reproduction, there may be very little variation and many variation in cases of sexual reproduction. But during asexual reproductions, there may be very little variation and many variation in case of sexual reproduction. In other matter, the variation is sexually. In other words, the variation in sexually. Reproducing organisms like plants, animals, and some microbes can be easily observed, unlike a sexual reproducing organism. Like plants, animals, and some microbes can be easily observed, unlike a sexually reproducing organism. Therefore, sexual mode of reproduction is considered to be better than asexual mode of reproduction. Better than a sexual mode of reproduction. Creation of diversity over succeeding generation. So this figure is very careful. Look at this picture. There are variation in every generation in the figure given above the original organism. In the top of original organism, there are two progeny, and the original organism at the top will give rise to, say, two individuals similar in body design, but with up till the difference each of them in turn will. each of them in turn will give rise to individual in the next generation. Give rise to individual in the next generation. Each of the four individual in the bottom row will be different from each other. While some of these difference will be unique, other will be inherited from their respective parents who were different from each other. Their respective parents who were different from each other. Variation during reproduction is important. Variation during reproduction is important. Dear students, variation during reproduction is important because it is a necessary for survival. For example, if the temperature of earth increases, suddenly, then most of the bacteria living on earth would hence only few bacteria variate which can tolerate heat have better chance of survival in heat wave. Chance of survival in heat wave in comparison to non-variant bacteria having no capacity to tolerate heat wave. If these variants were not there are no, then the entire the species of bacteria would have been destroyed. Therefore, variation becomes the importance. Therefore, variation becomes important. Heredity. How traits are transferred from parents to offspring. So, nucleus, chromosome, and gene. So, the very smallest units of heredity is transferred of offspring is gene. Like trait-like structure, the nucleus of cell contains the chromosome that carry genetic information. Nucleus of cell contain the chromosomes that carry genetic information. Chromosomes are made from long colloid molecules of DNA. Chromosomes are made from long colloid molecules of DNA. DNA contain genes and they are units of heredity. They are units of heredity and are the responsible for inheritance. So genes control the expressions of the characteristics different genes are. Different genes are responsible for different traits. In other words, a gene carries the genetic code for the particular characteristic. In other words, a gene carries the genetic code for a particular characteristic. For example, height of an organism, complexions and the shape of nose are all the controlled by the different gene. Complexions and the shape of the nose are the controlled by different gene. So characteristics are transferred through the genes, parents in the DNA molecules, in the chromosome, parents in the nucleus of the cell. So dear students, characters are the transferred through the gene parents in the DNA molecules, in the chromosomes present in the nucleus of the cell. The inheritance of characters is due to the fact that the both of the father and mother contribute equal amount of genetic material to the child. The inheritance of characteristic is due to the fact that both the father and mother contributes equal amount of genetic material to the child. So for each trait there are two factors, one from the father and one from the mother. Most genes have two or more variation called alleles. For example, the gene for the height has two alleles, the tall or short, and the individual may be inherited two identical or two different alleles from their parents. When two different alleles are present, they interact in the specific way. Is specific way. So the dominant trait is a dominant gene. The gene which that decides the trait in the presence of other different gene. In other words, the trait that is the expressed is called the dominant and is that denoted using the capital letter. In other words, their trait that is the expressed is called dominant and is that denoted using the capital letter. Recessive trait, the gene which they decide the trait in the presence of other identical gene. In other words, the trait that is the not expressed is called the recessive trait and is the denoted using the small letter. Tall T and short is T and T. The trait due to the dominant alleles are always expressed even when a recessive allele is present. Traits due to the recessive alleles are only observed when two recessive alleles are present. For example, the alleles for the tallness is dominant and the alleles for the shortness is recessive. So capital T and small t, capital T and capital T is the tallest and the dominant. And the capital T and small t, capital T is a dominant and small t is a recessive gene and recessive trait. If and the individual inherited to all alleles both dominate capital T and capital T, the presence will be tall. The one tall allele dominant T and one short allele recessive small t, the presence will be the tall. To short allele recessive, the presence will be short in the small t. Genotype. The gene present in the DNA of organism. B will use a pair, a letter to represent the genotype for one particular trait. Because the genotypes are inherited. For example, capital T and small t are tall or small t for the short. So genotype, the gene present in the DNA of an organism. B will use a pair of the letter to represent genotype for the one particular trait. There are always two letters in the genotype because as a result of sexual reproduction, one code for the trait comes from male and the other comes from the female. So every offspring gets two codes, two letters. There are always two letters in the genotype because one code for the traits come from the male and other comes from female. So every offspring gets two codes. Therefore, there will be three possible genotype. For example, for the trait height of an organism, the genotype will be capital T and capital T small t or small t. The next one is the phenotype. Phenotype property show in the organism. Phenotype is the property show in the organism. The observable the character in and the organism. Example of phenotypes in humans: London hair, gray eyes, attached aerobials, etc. So dear students, I'm going to finish your the phenotype, genotype and mostly heredity and evolution. So today your homework only given the 5 question. What is the heredity? Second one is the write a short note on genotype and phenotype. Question third, what is the recessive traits and what is evolution? And question fifth, what is the dominant trait? So complete your work. So dear students, send me. Dear students, thank you and be very careful.